The Dayton Incident. Captain Sarah Chen had been stationed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base for 3 years before she learned about Hangar 18. Well, they didn't call it that anymore. Officially it was Subsurface Storage Facility Delta 7, but the old name lingered in whispered conversations between senior officers who'd had one too many drinks at the O Club. The night everything changed started ordinarily enough. Chen was pulling overnight duty in the security monitoring station, watching banks of screens showing empty corridors and silent chambers 3 stories underground. At 2:47 a.m., Monitor 12 flickered. Just once. A brief staticky pulse. She logged it. Standard procedure, and continued her rounds through the camera feeds. At 3:15 a.m., the temperature sensors in subsection D dropped 11 degrees in 45 seconds, then normalized, then dropped again. Chen reached for the phone to call maintenance when she heard it. A hum. Low, almost subsonic, felt more than heard. It vibrated through the concrete floor, through her bones, resonating in her teeth. The coffee in her mug formed concentric ripples, perfectly symmetrical, impossibly still. "Control, this is Station 7, she said into her radio. "Are we running any tests tonight in the lower levels?" Static. Then,
-7. All subsurface operations are dark until 0600.
The hum intensified. On Monitor 12, the corridor leading to the deepest vault, the one she'd never been cleared to enter, was doing something impossible. The walls appeared to be breathing. Slight distortions in the image, as if reality itself was flexing. Chen grabbed her access tablet and pulled up the vault's environmental data. Radiation levels, nominal. Air pressure, normal. Electromagnetic readings, off the scale. Literally, the sensors were displaying error codes she'd never seen before. Her phone rang. The direct line from Colonel Marchetti, her commanding officer.
"Captain, I need you to listen very carefully."
Marchetti's voice was tight, controlled.
"Do not, under any circumstances, approach Vault Delta 7 Omega. Do you understand?"
"Sir, the readings."
"I know, we're seeing it too. Containment team is en route. Your only job is to observe and document. Do not investigate. Do not enter the subsurface levels."
A long pause. Too long.
"Something we found in 1947. Something that's been dormant for 78 years. Until tonight."
The hum suddenly stopped. Complete silence, so absolute that Chen's ears rang with the absence of sound. Every screen in the monitoring station went black for exactly 3 seconds. When they flickered back to life, Monitor 12 showed the corridor again. Normal, still, empty. Except for the door to Vault Delta 7 Omega. It was open. Chen had reviewed the security specs for that vault during her orientation. 6-foot thick steel and concrete composite. Biometric locks. Armed guards posted 24/7. A door that hadn't been opened in over 2 decades. It was standing wide open, and the darkness beyond seemed somehow deeper than it should be. Not just an absence of light, but a presence of something else. "Colonel, the vault door."
"We see it. Containment team ETA 4 minutes. Captain, are you seeing any movement? Anything leaving the vault?"
Chen leaned toward Monitor 12, studying the image. The darkness beyond the door seemed to ripple, like heat shimmer on summer asphalt. And was it her imagination, or was that darkness slowly creeping forward into the corridor? I'm not sure, sir. Something's not right with the visual feed. It's like..." All 12 monitors went black again. Her computer died. The lights went out. Emergency backup power should have kicked in immediately, but for 5 eternal seconds, Chen sat in absolute darkness, feeling that subsonic hum return, building in her chest like a second heartbeat. When the lights snapped back on, everything appeared normal. Monitors functioning. Systems operational. She immediately checked Monitor 12. The vault door was closed. According to the access logs, it had never opened. The temperature anomalies had vanished from the records. The electromagnetic spikes were gone. It was as if the last 20 minutes had been erased, except Chen's handwritten log entries were still there, and her coffee mug had fallen over, the liquid forming a strange pattern on her desk that looked almost like a symbol. Colonel Marchetti arrived with a 6-person team that Chen didn't recognize. They wore no unit patches, no name tags. One of them, a thin man with unsettling pale eyes, spent 10 minutes examining her coffee stain before photographing it and wiping it away. "Captain, you're going to be debriefed."
Then you're being reassigned. Consider everything you saw tonight classified at the highest level.
So what happened? What's really down there? Marchetti glanced at the pale-eyed man, who gave an almost imperceptible shake of his head.
78 years ago, something crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, Marchetti finally said. The debris was brought here. Most of it, anyway. But the ship itself, or what was left of it, was too large to move. So we built around it. Built over it. 3 stories of concrete and steel, and we've kept it sealed ever since.
Why did it activate tonight?
That's the question, isn't it? The Colonel's expression was grim. We've monitored it continuously since 1947. Absolutely dormant. No power readings, no activity. Dead metal, until 2:47 a.m. tonight, when it suddenly wasn't.
What triggered it?
We don't know, but Captain.
Marchetti moved closer, lowering his voice.
6 other sites around the world reported similar incidents at the exact same time. Objects and materials recovered from the same event, stored in different facilities, all activating simultaneously after 8 decades of silence.
Chen felt her skin prickle. Activating? Or
receiving a signal, Marchetti finished. Something reached out to them. Or they reached out to something. Colonel, we need to complete the debrief.
As they led Chen toward the debriefing room, she glanced back at Monitor 12. The corridor remained empty, the vault door sealed, but there, just for a moment, she could have sworn she saw something in the camera feed that shouldn't have been possible. A shadow moving across the floor, traveling in the opposite direction of the overhead lights. A shadow that seemed to be looking directly at the camera. Thanks for watching. If the unknown calls to you, subscribe and step deeper into the void.